Well, alright then. Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. I'm Hupfen, and in our last episode, we bought a farm. And by bought, I mean built. And by farm, I mean a row of farm tiles. So that actually, yeah, that's a farm. We also kind of have an algae farm, almost, the way this whole terrarium situation is going. And our power situation up here is progressing nicely. But there is this water. Like, I don't know if this is... Like, is the geyser giving it off? Decor plus 10. Like, that improves decor? Wow. People really want to look at a natural gas geyser. Okay. I'll allow it. But we don't really want anyone going up here because it's all toxic and unbreathable. And not really the point. And of course I say that right as Bluebell... Oh, Bluebell's going down there. Blackberry's going up here. And it's about to get water dumped on. There's some stuff here to sweep, so... Yeah, fine. This is a little bit of a recurring situation to have to deal with, but we'll figure it out. We will indeed figure it out. This has no power because Pipkin can only do so much. But hopefully Pipkin soon won't have to do so much. You know, won't have to do anything. Because we'll just have this coal generator and this whole rig just kind of rolling. So what comes after all this? Well, the distillery. So up here is actually going to be our next batch of beds. So we should build one here now. So we'll start working towards that for the future. But as we go up here a little ways, we will, yeah, it'll complain about invalid construction location because they're doing their thing. Whatever. Set a job to dig all that out. And yeah, we'll dig at least this far. Set some tile. Set some tile. But we won't worry about it yet, partly because there's this water, and that's a thing that we'll deal with. Not yet, but eventually. And here we go, refinement. So one thing we're gonna need is just this water purifier. Dirty water goes in, clean water goes out. Nice and simple. We've got the pipes down there for it. But before that happens, we're actually going to send in this. So what's going to happen here is we're going to keep digging this out, and we're going to build some piping. With pipe, that is going to come into here a little bit, while the rest goes into that distiller, comes out, dumps into our reservoir. We got there eventually. And this fertilizer will be up here, even though we need it down here. Does that suck? Yes. Do I have a better solution? Not yet. Will we eventually? Maybe. Will I stop asking rhetorical questions? No. Build that out. We will, of course, need to dig this area out a little more. And let's see. There's a refinement. Water purifier. We're also going to want to establish the biodistiller. These are each, that's 4 wide, and the other one was 3. So we'll put this here once we have the capacity to. Maybe we'll put it there. The biodistiller can go here, and that will actually feed into the dirty water that comes into the fertilizer maker and the water purifier. So that's kind of its own closed ecosystem right there. And we'll put like some algae terrarium maybe, or something, just to kind of alleviate oxygen concerns. Lockbit, you are doing the Lord's work here. I think this clay is the last bit to sweep up. And then we're going to want to mop all that up. And hopefully we won't have to touch this like ever again. You know, cancel those jobs because nobody can reach them. And then we can start hopefully doing things that reduce the stress, because things are getting a little stressful. So let's see, consumable ore, coal. And we actually want all of the coal to be in there. So of this building to others of the same type. We're going to apply that to all of our other storage units. So this is the only place we can put coal. This is it. You know, that's the rule. And that means the coal is right where we need it. And we also got a bunch of mealwood seed. We got some stuff for our farm. Now this is not set to use irrigatable tiles. Oh well. You know, it's not the end of the world. So let's see. This is going to finish up pretty soon. Skill increase. Huzzah! That is everyone's kind of focus, and that's appreciated. Mopping this up is just we need to do that at some point. Might as well. 32,000, so we're pretty good on food. We're getting no alerts. No alerts about oxygen, food, nothing. You're actually content. This little bit of bouncing sand, forever bouncing. You know, we got food refrigerated when there's power. That's why we're building this, to have power. Of course, this is just going to be completely unbreathable in here for, like, ever. But you shouldn't need to go down there very often. You know, delivering coal, yes, but that's about it. Research complete. So, let's see. Percolation, air scrubber, electrolyzer. This is oxygen and hydrogen. So the electrolyzer can be interesting for a power generation situation. It is going to consume water though, if I read that right. So that kind of sucks. Okay. So we're going to deconstruct one medical cot. I'm going to put a rejuvenator in instead. And we'll have an apothecary later on. We don't need it right now. We've helpfully trapped a whole bunch of carbon dioxide right in here. Right where we don't need it. Sweep all this up. That sand is just like forever stuck in that doorway. So let's set it to open for a moment. This is entirely so that we can clean that mess up. Because that little bit of sand just sitting there, it's going to be so annoying. Yeah, it's going to annoy me, probably more than anything. But I am easily annoyed and I care. I care a lot. So let's Rejuvenator. Let's build it out of granite. Make the decor in our med bay a little better. You know? You don't want it to be like a normal hospital where it's just all ugly and it's like uncomfortable to look at. You know, it kind of makes you a little sad, but not super sad. You're just kind of like, eh. I remember reading a thing a while back, and I don't remember if hospitals were counted in this, but it's this idea of like liminal spaces. You know, they definitely counted airports as one of them. It's like somewhere that you are, but you're kind of in between places. And yeah, I seem to remember, you know, hospitals being counted in that. But it's like, what things are you in between when you're in a you're in between like being ill and not being ill, basically. Excuse me. So our coal generator is running. Brilliant. We're gonna need to go down there periodically to do, you know, these coal deliveries. That kind of sucks, but trying to make this sweep really important. So that these are full of all of our coal, and that from here on out, there is just never not coal in here. And there is never coal in any of these other ones. Yeah, we're gonna want this algae terrarium over here because this is getting a bit stressful. In fact, we have this massage table. It's about to get used. We haven't had it used yet. So we're starting to hit that point. That's a little unsettling almost. Dirty hands, sopping wet. Do what you gotta. Oh man. Better not eat like one of our big blocks of coal. If it eats the sand, I'm like, whatever. Yep, it ate the sand. So, whatever. Keeping a close eye on this little bastard. It's gonna eat that? No. Just gonna move over here. Gonna eat the sand again? Yes. Right. So hopefully we can leave the door open. High priority on this sweep. Like, folks, focus on it, please. Well, this musher getting built is good news. You don't really need to run Fiverr. I mean, if you want to, you're jazzed. You know, if you're happy to do that, go do that. But you don't gotta. That's the whole point of this, is you don't gotta. Is anyone able to sweep that sand up? Like, they may just not be able to. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, back to setting that to auto. There we go. So now the hatch is stuck again. Mush fry. The gristleberry will prevent disease potential from those. Build a lice loaf. We're short on lice. Empty storage and deconstruct. So I wasn't aware that this even had storage. Bigwig is getting some rest. We're getting de-stressed. We're gonna set the minimum to 15. It's like getting you all the way down to 0 is a little unlikely. To be perfectly honest, you're still at 42. Like, it would take forever to get Bigwig all the way down to 0. Like, dude, I like you, I appreciate you, you're one of our strongest team members. Let's be realistic here. Let's see. It's just water sitting here. Like, what do you... Did you just drop it for food? It's like... That kind of sucks. But whatever. Coal generator is pumping. Well, there's good amounts of coal. And our farm is growing. So our distillery will start distilling. Combat! Whoa. Oh yeah, kill the bugger. Alright. Everyone as you were. As you were. But seriously, we need to do that with this thing too. So did anyone get injured in that whole scenario? Blackberry, a little injured. So you can come to the medical cot. You don't have a severe injury or severe illness, so you can just kind of heal up a little bit. This work is just... Folks are just on it here. Now we're getting a lot of residue from the work. That's fine. That's good, even. We're gonna need some piping. So liquid. Pipe bridge. And liquid. Someone went all the way down there for resources. Alright. Now if you want to do that, we probably have a bunch in storage that you could just use, but whatever. So the biodistiller gives off polluted water. Going to, you know what, let's pump that out into our proper exit system. Sopping wet, I know. Sedimentary rock. Do we not have sedimentary rock anywhere else? Really? Like, come on. Alright, so we can start making fertilizer. And yeah, we're starting to connect things to our natural gas grid as well. And this pump, it was just waiting for an opportunity, man. Just waiting. It's like, give me something to do. Well, now you get to do. Okay, and then we have our water purifier, our output. This is going to require power as well. Connect them all to the same grid. And this will take dirty water in and clean water out. So now we get to start messing about over here. They're not going to be able to reach that. But I'm going to have them build it anyway. And then where's liquid vent? And some mesh tile. Does not obstruct the flow of liquid or gas. And so now we're just, you know, in construction mode. We're gonna keep at this for a little while. And now our natural gas generator, it's got stuff to do. It's powering our entire distillation strategy. The storage compactor, organized airlock. Here's an airtight seal. How is that any better than a manual one? Is it just faster to go through? I don't know. So this is emitting fertilizer. We are going to have these storage compactors hold sand. The biodistiller turns slime into algae, if I'm remembering correctly. So we should probably have a container hold slime. We're not going to be able to build up there. That's fine. We're not going to put anything here because eventually we're going to ladder up and we're going to go around. We're going to head on up to here because there's good amounts of oxygen. Some thimbleweed. Thimbleweed, not thimbleweed. Whatever. It's thimble bark. Well, it has bark. You know, I don't think we're interested in the bark part. But, anywho. Our batteries are nicely charged. I'll point that out. We have 3 large batteries here. They're humming along. 3 large batteries here. They're humming along. We actually will probably want to make some algae deoxidizers based on this grid. Excuse me. Because, you know, we want to make sure we are generating oxygen all through the night. You know, there's no condition where we don't want to be doing that. Nildrahane, sorry, someone's gotta handle the toilet. You know, someone's always on that responsibility. So what is our decor like? This area is lovely. Honestly, like the barracks are very nice. It's the work areas that are a bit rough. So, it's also kind of polluted up in here, so what do we got? Oxygen. put one in here in the bathroom because y'all are giving off poisonous air with your farting. Yeah, it's breathable. Like, you kind of have to hold your breath to help manage the coal generator, but you know, it's whatever. Research is done. I didn't even notice we were doing all of that. We're gonna work on pressure management and then work towards insulation, and that's it for the tech tree. That is one indication that this game is still early access. The tech tree is pretty shallow. But that's hardly the end of the world. Let's see, we can cancel that because there's no way they're going to reach it. We're largely hoping to kind of keep off the whole like slime emitting polluted oxygen, which we seem to be okay with. This is all reachable, so you know, we can do all that. Fertilizer makers just making fertilizer, as one does. So let's see, organic. Slime. I don't think we want any polluted dirt. Raw mineral, no. Consumable ore, no. We want all filtration media in there, and we want fertilizer. Don't want to store seed. We're going to copy those settings and apply them to that. So up here we are storing the things that we need for up here. And let's bump priority on all this construction. In fact, on all of this as well. Just, you know, get this project wrapped up. So we almost have our new duplicate. So there's no fabrications queued around here. We can't make lice loaf right now. Let's make a bunch of mush bars. It sucks, I know. We don't have enough bristleberry. We have enough meal lice, but pickled meal is rubbish. Yeah, as we're getting into like high quality food, it's getting rough. We have field rations, muck root, meal lice. Yeah, we need people making mush bars. Just to have them, really. We're not like super low on food, but we run the risk. Oh, liquid intake. None of it is going in. Oh, because we actually didn't finish the pipe. Alright. So we have liquid in and liquid out. That's nice. Going to build a couple more tiles. Do a little digging. I know it's unreachable right now. Lice loaf, unrefrigerated. Well, let's just sweep a bunch of stuff up. Now let's get sweeping. Refrigerator has no power. Alright, someone needs to get on here. Generator idle. Is it because batteries are sufficiently full? It says batteries are sufficiently full, so... Okay. So yeah, we have water purification happening. We have fertilizer being made. We have a new duplicate. So who shall we take? Interior that is a very high decor expectation. Wow. Sorry, Bubbles, but we're not in that position right now. Ruby, on the other hand, we can totally work with this. Bit of a higher decor expectation, so I might get stressed out, but we can handle that. Ruby might actually be one of the rabbits. I don't think so. I know Silver is. So there, we have changed your valuable material designation. And there's your bed. And that will do it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, a like would be appreciated. Subscribe doubly so. But either way, ta-ta for now.